I would love everyone to never trade an IPO ever again. Let me explain. So all the time I'm, in the chat room I'm in another chat room I'm looking at people being like, ARM is doing this, CART is doing this. And all I can think is, okay, clearly, if you're bringing it up, if you're bringing up these IPOs, you, for some reason, have some kind of interest in the stock. Whether it be you're just thinking about it, whether it be you're interested in the company, or what I think is more likely, you're trying to find some opportunity to trade a volatile stock with absolutely zero technical analysis. That I think is more likely. So I'm going to explain to you why trading an IPO is the dumbest thing you could ever do. The only case where but where you should have an IPO in your account is if somehow you're in some kind of program where you are offered those shares while the company is private. If you have that opportunity, sure, could be a good bet. But if you don't, what the hell are you thinking? I'm going to show you some examples here. So I think the most recent two IPOs are Cart and Arm. Cart is Instacart, and Arm is some tech company. So let's take a look at both of those. All right. Um, hold on. I don't know why this isn't showing me. No data. Okay. Well, I have another chart here. So, all right. So I'm going to pull up the daily chart for those tickers. So let's look at Cart. Okay. No wonder it doesn't have a daily chart. So this is Cart. Now, I want you to use all of your technical analysis abilities here and tell me what this chart is saying. Okay. You should have some kind of answer by now because it's saying nothing. Well, there's nothing here to look at. Absolutely nothing. Versus uh, a stock like Apple, let's pull up the daily chart there. I have all my indicators on here. That's why I'd rather pull it up here. Okay, what's this chart telling us? It's telling us a lot more. Okay, big run up, gap down after earnings, tested support here. Another test, pulled back here, currently staying above this line. We can gauge a lot of information here. We know that this area is acting as a pretty decent support level. We know this area is acting as a pretty decent resistance level. It's kind of trapped in a bit of a range. We can form a hypothesis. What is your hypothesis here? You're just guessing, okay? And on top of that, if you pull up this chart, the 5 minutes, so it's only traded for yesterday and today. Did not realize that Cart went public yesterday, but regardless, um, here you go. So let's just say I'm gonna go and think of this with the mind of a novice trader here. Okay, so I'm thinking, okay, all right, I'm waiting. 12:45 hits, boom, IPO. Okay, I'm all fucking excited. This takes off. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get off the ground floor. $41. Ooh, not good. That's brutal. Closes what? Almost $10 lower. Now it is $10 lower today. Eh, was there a better stock to maybe go long yesterday? Maybe something like this? Let's look. I actually don't even know because I'm guessing here. I'm trying to remember stuff that was good yesterday. I didn't really trade much yesterday. But nonetheless, was mRNA good yesterday? Yeah, it was good yesterday. So let's say you want to get a nice little day trade here. You're waiting for the market to set up. Let's just pull yesterday up. Okay, so we've got a bear cross here. It's crossing down. We've got pretty decent selling. Let's look at this bar here. 1125, we got a nice green bar. What's 1125 looking like here? Green bar, but pretty much retraces instantly. This never retraces. So as soon as we retest VWAP here, maybe here, maybe here, obviously this is hindsight. That's why I'm saying, could be here, could be there. When you get these bounces, I don't know because I didn't trade that like that, but um, those are not bad places to take. Sure, if you took it here and then you saw this happen and be kind of annoying, but no reason to exit. I mean, it's not even retracing. Then great day. I mean, what is that kind of gain right there? Let's say you got in on that first candle, 105.63. As soon as it comes off VWAP, it has nice stacking green bars here. Gets to 106.97. That's nearly $1.50. That's a nice gain for a day trade. And why am I saying that this is a better stock to trade than Cart? Well, besides the fact that, Cart sold off, and you can say, oh, well, you're looking at this the next day. In the moment, how would you know? Well, here's the thing. If you're even considering trading an IPO, you need to rethink your entire understanding of how to be a trader, right? So why would I look at this here and say this might be a good setup? Well, let's take a look. Let's look at all of these points where mRNA found some support. Okay, had a tail here, sold off, but bounced off this line, came back up. Tried to go down here, test that little bit past halfway point of that candle. Next day, opens at around the half point of that candle, really buys into that. So we've got 1 here, we've got 2 here, 3 arguably, and then yesterday was the 4th. And look at that price action yesterday. We've got 1 green bar, 2 green bar, 3 green bar, 4. Okay, 4 green bars off that level that I identified there. Okay, nice, right? Okay, we get some selling. No big deal. At this point here, you're thinking, I'm glad I didn't get in. Maybe there'll be another opportunity. Maybe I'll set alert right here. I don't know even why that's letting me because it's through that level, but whatever. You get the idea. You set an alert. Maybe it doesn't trigger. I don't know. You can even, on this platform, you can set alerts. This is Option Stalker Pro. You can set alerts by saying, like, okay, give me an alert when LRSI, which is logarithmic RSI, gets through, let's say, 0.2 here. I like to look at that. That would be, let's see, what time is that? That would be 11:25. Boom, right there. Not a bad point to start paying attention to the ticker again. Um, so basically, what I'm saying is, why trade an IPO with zero technical basis for the trade? You're basically just trading off from what you would guess is correct. And, if you want to trade that way, I encourage you to take a look at all the people in 2020 who decided to believe that GameStop was going to get to $1,000 a share and put a considerable portion of their net worth into that idea, and then um, saw the results of that. And in case you don't know, but you should, the stock is fairly reasonably priced around $17 currently, unlike, I don't even know if it'll show me this far back. What the hell am I looking at here? I mean, we have 120 here, 2021. Let's not get into it, though. I'm not going to look back farther than that, but you get the idea. That'd be stupid. So why do that? Now, let's look at another IPO, okay? Let's look at ARM. Okay, let's look at the daily. That's, well, it looks like shit, but let me see if mine looks any better. It kind of looks the same. Maybe that one's actually more readable. So let's look at ARM here. So again, what the hell is this telling you? I mean, this is gibberish. I mean, it's not telling you anything. And, let's even say that let's go to the first day. This is extremely volatile. I mean, it opens at 56.1 and closes at 63.12. Um, Anyone watching this video, are you really going to tell me that you're a good enough trader to be able to accurately predict this kind of price action? Because I'm sorry, but nobody is. This is unpredictable. I mean, this is just gambling. I mean, if you are if you have access to analyst reports through an institution like JPM and they're telling you some information that the public doesn't have, okay, maybe there's a case for trading these IPOs. But I'm just a guy. I'm just a dude with nothing. I've got no research ability possible. I pay for one news service which just basically scrapes the internet with however they find the news, and they're very efficient at it. I'll give them that, but it's not going to compare to the inside information that an institution is going to have. I mean, why do you think you're going to have some kind of edge? So when you're trading these things, you have to realize that you have no idea the direction, and also an institution is trading this in such a way where they know kind of where it's going to be going. They have information that you don't have access to. So, for example, well, before we get to that, just look. I mean, everyone's bullish, and then boom, we're down $20 or whatever. Not 20, but close. Let's pull up cart again. So it opened over here. This kind of volume is institutional. Why is it selling off? Clearly, they have some kind of information. They don't think the company is worth uh, $41 a share. You know, that's why stocks move. They don't move because um, some guy who's like me, who's sitting here, drinking a coffee and eating a hot dog or something, is buying 100 shares or selling 100 shares and moving the stock price. That's not why stocks move. Like, do you think a company like Nvidia? Oh, I gotta fix this. A company like Nvidia that is 400 some dollars a share and trades millions of shares every day is trading because of retail? Hell no. Not any company publicly traded on the stock exchange does. It's all institutional. So there's a reason behind all these moves. Are we going to figure out the reason? Absolutely not. If you want to know the reason, go get the education necessary to go work for Goldman Sachs or JPM or Citron Research or just any institutional Wall Street firm where you can sit at those desks, work with them, and have a extremely stressful job, um, just to know what's going on. If you want to know what's going on, go do that. We're not going to have any idea what's going on. The whole basis for the system that I've learned, the system that I've seen work, is let's look for what institutions are doing. How are we going to do that? Well, that's not as difficult as you might think. Um, like for example, today, market's kind of sideways, not really doing much. Let's look at CELH. Selling off pretty hard. I'm personally not trading today because I don't like the pressure of knowing that something is not something, but I don't like the pressure of knowing that when there's a significant news event at 2 o'clock today that's going to impact the market. That's that is a guarantee. I don't like that pressure of knowing, okay, I have to close this trade. I have to close this trade before 2 o'clock, or else it could drastically affect me. I don't like that pressure. So I'm not trading. No harm, no foul, right? But if I was, well, see, LH is seriously solid. I mean, look at this. Um, we have the real relative strength indicator here, which combines strength to market or weakness to market with volume. Now, this goes negative here, which is negative all day, which is good. But I like to look for these a little bit. I'm testing a theory with that, not confirmed yet. But basically, when we see this cross, that's telling us, okay, maybe it had a pullback, maybe it's now resumed its negative movement here. So it's downward movement. So let's see what time that came in. When did it go negative? 11:40. All right, that's that big red candle right here. Good spot. Good spot to get in, that's for sure. And then boom, sells off. I mean, you can't ask for more than that. I mean, look at SPY here. Let's see. Let's see here. Where's it going up? 11:45? Oh, wow, look at that. Exactly opposite to the market. That's something you want to be short. That's something I'd be short. Obviously I'm not telling you, hey, go fucking short this stock, but if I was trading today, it's certainly something I would consider. And some of the traders that are in the room I'm with, they took that, did very well with it. Some are still in it, I'm sure, because there's really no reason to exit here. Great trade, nothing wrong with that trade. Yeah. So back on topic of IPOs, I sincerely hope that you realize that without any kind of technical analysis that you can do on something, you're not going to be able to trade a stock. If you can't form a thesis, and your thesis cannot be just from made up shit. You can't just say, I think this is based on what I heard on the news, based on this, based on that. That's not a thesis. You have to look at something and go, like, I'll tell you right now. I'll give you a bullish thesis for CELH pretending we're over here. Okay, so let's say this is whatever day this is, and CELH has a massive gap up after earnings. You're watching it. I don't really trade stocks before or after earnings, at least a couple days. But anyway, here's the point. So stock gaps up, sells off, buys back up, closes right there. Okay, that tells me that the stock gapped up. Institutions liked the earnings. Sellers attempted to push the stock down. Buyers came in, defended it, successfully defended it, it stayed up. So in the future, what am I thinking for how am I going to decide when this is a good trade? For me, I'd be looking for it to test that downside again and then close above this candle, and then I'd feel pretty confident about taking that. So let's look to see when that happens, because I know it went up, so I just looked at it, but that's what you want to be thinking when you see something like this. And if that doesn't happen, like let's say this doesn't get defended and it continues to sell off from here, then hey, I avoided a bad trade. But let's look, okay? So boom, boom, okay, we're going up, nice. You might feel some FOMO there, but I promise you it's not a good entry. Oh, big red candle, what did I say? Green candle, okay, defending that gap there. Okay. Green again. After this, I'd probably change my thesis a bit, by the way. You don't want to. That's one thing about trading that I've learned as time has gone on. You really don't want to be rigid. You want things to make sense. You want to be able to tell a story, but you don't want to be like, okay, well, I said that if it goes above this, if it closes above this, I'm going long. So now I have to go long. I cannot change my thesis. No, 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 no. You're getting too. It's not good. You can reform your thesis. It's okay because this is relevant here. Now I'd be looking for a close above here. Okay, so let's see what happens. Okay, did not close above. Okay, okay. Okay, here I belong. I belong there. Um, I don't know what my target would be. I'm not sure if I got into this before in videos previously, but when a stock is above everything like this, I like to sometimes use like half the ATR of a day. So like, let's look at this red day here. High, low, 181, 176. That's about $5. Let's call it 2.5. So I'd say maybe $2.5 is my profit. Let's just pretend I got in at the close of that day, 187.81. So what did I say? 2.5. So that would be one. Let's 189. It's like 190.30 or something like that. Okay, I'd be out the next day for what I'd be comfortable with. You can always get back in up here. And yeah, that's nice. So yeah, but that's how to read these charts. I mean, you cannot fuck this up. And what I mean by that is it's important that you not fuck this up. I'm not saying like you cannot screw it up because you definitely can. I've seen it 100 times. But you cannot screw it up is what I'm saying. You have to do this correctly. Every single stock has a story. Let's just pull up a random one. Let me think. Google. Let's say Google. Okay. Okay, let's look at Google. Let's do the same kind of concept here with the gap up, right? Okay. So we have earnings. Okay. Ooh, gap up. Nice. So like I said before, remember, I want it to test that gap. And considering we sold off from here, I'd like to see it above here. Keep going, keep going. Still don't like it. Now it's in a compression. I really don't like it. Really hating it. Would not be long anywhere here. This would be tempting, but I still want to see above that. Now, this is dangerous because here we get an open above that. But I always say we never trade the open because you never know what's going to happen. I don't know how long it sat up here. For all I know, it could have sat up there for a while, might have looked good, but that's dangerous. So this is really bad. Now I want to see a close above this candle because this is some serious selling. So let's see what happened. Okay. Now this again is dangerous. Can you guess why? We had a whole run up all the way up here and then it sold off. What the hell? If you got in up there, you're thinking, this bastard. I cannot believe what it just did. But if I was swing trading, let me see what day that was, August 29th. I don't remember if I felt that was a good environment at the time. I could have. I think I did, in fact. So if I went long on August 29th, all the way up here, let's see, 136.11, I would have stayed in. So let's see what would happen if I did that. Okay, nice. Ooh, that's what I'm talking about. All right, so this line was already here. Something I've been watching for a while. It's not just because of this wick here. So I would be looking to close it as we approach that line. So I think I said, what did I say? 136.11. So we're getting close to the line. We're above 137. That's over $1. Nice $1 gain. So now, moving forward, I know that this line right here is offering resistance. I want to be careful of that. I want to see the stock close significantly above that line on volume to confirm that it's through that level. Then I'd feel more comfortable going long again. Now, this, by the way, everything I'm saying is with the help of the market. The market has to be on your side. If it's not on your side, then you're basically screwed. So the market has to be on your side. All right, let's look what happens next. Red candle. Okay, moving down, pull back. You know, this is one of those cheeky little ones where you might be able to get a little bit. I would not probably do more than day trade it here, but this is always an interesting setup when I see this quick thing here. But anyway, okay, what did I say about that line? Look at that. Still not through it. And I think we're today now. Yeah. That's the 20th. It is. It's not showing, but it is. So yeah. Until I am above this line or below these two, so this is the 50 SMA and another line, I'm not trading it. You got a nice opportunity on this day. Got like a quick dollar here or so. That's about it. And then you just have chop. Because I mean this is crap. I mean you can't trade any of this. This is untradeable. This is untradeable. You have a quick move right here. And you know, they're hard to find sometimes. You gotta be on top of things. You gotta be scanning. You know, you gotta use your searches here. Like let's look. AMGN, nice. What I say about those lines? IBM, that's really nice. That's really nice. Look at that. A little pullback to VWAP never hurts, but man, look at that. What an impressive day on IBM. Cat. Again, what do I say about compressions, lines? We don't want to see any of that shit. Spot. Below VWAP, bounced off that line. No thank you. Same thing here. Nope. AKAM. You look here, it looks beautiful, but that's why you always look here first. Don't like that. Want to see it above this, confirmed. But like I'm saying, or like I said in the other video, today's FOMC day. Does this look good? Sure. Does this look good? Sure. Normally I'd be all over this, but I don't know what's going to happen at 2 o'clock. So I'm not over it at all. But I hope that this is helpful because, you know, it's real-time market right here. I'm taking advantage of it, making some videos because market's been shit and I am not doing anything. So I can make these videos. I can do whatever I want. So hope that's helpful. Hope it shows you kind of what to look for during the day.